Hey, which one of you guys printed this poster? Look, the is not there. I mean, how am I supposed to go on and be professional when the poster isn't even correct? Jesus. I mean, this is all we can afford, like stickies on this background? So if I have to go to the bathroom, do we just stop taping? What kind of signal should I give? Should I just kind of maybe hop, or what do you want me to do? Well, that joke's not gonna work. Oh, that one's a real dog. Where did we get this material again? Can you remind me? Oh yeah. Most of these are mine, aren't they? Okay. And now, in his final performance, please welcome Garth Ridiculous. Hi, yes, thank you, and thanks for being here. Appreciate all the support. Well, at least from some people. I told my wife I was going to do another one of these comedy little shticks, and she said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, what do you mean, really?" She says, "Really? You call that comedy?" Tracy and I go out to a lot of restaurants. We were at one the other day, and I was noticing, they had chicken legs, chicken breast. But when it came to lamb, it was leg of lamb and rack of lamb. I was thinking, what if they called it wings of chicken? Wonder if they could charge more. And how about catch of the day? How come it's always fish? I mean, what about free-range chicken? I'm guessing they don't come if you whistle. You have to catch them, don't you? Maybe I'm overthinking this. Have you ever thought that if you lent someone $20 and you never saw them again, it's probably worth it? And what's with all the jokes about nurses? How many nurses does it take to screw in a light bulb? Nurse walks into a bar. Anyway, this nurse reaches into her pocket and finds a rectal thermometer. She thinks for a second and then says to herself, "Some asshole has my pen." I got my notice from the insurance company for my car insurance, and it's due in a couple of weeks. I did see that it's cheaper again this year. Keeps getting cheaper. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm in my 60s, as most of you are, and what's wrong with the insurance companies? Don't they know that none of us can see when we're driving at night? None of us can see when it's raining? There's got to be a way to make this joke funny, but I just can't think of it. Don't you hate it when you waste money? I mean, I was at a store the other day looking at the sale rack. I think it was 50% off. Did say no returns. Anyway, I see this jacket, nice blue jacket, 50% off, fit like a glove. And there was another one, same size, in black. And I thought, well, at 50% off, that's like 2 jackets for one. So I buy them. Anyway, I get home, and guess what? They're both reversible. Did you get that one? So the blue one has black reversible, and the black one has blue, and so it's a waste. And I can't return one. Reversible. I used to be able to do that, and I don't know, my friend Larry does it a lot better than me. Yeah, the environment. I mean, everyone's talking about it, and we need to do so much, and it's amazing how much we have done. I mean, think of all the things we've done. I mean, I take a reusable bag to the grocery store now, and yeah, that's about it. And how old is your son? 25, nice. My kids, My kids, well, I want to say between like 29 and 35, somewhere in that range. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, we're back on. Maybe we should cut that part. You know, I say I'm an atheist, but I'm not really sure I believe it. In high school, I got involved. I was in a couple of clubs and these kinds of things, but I couldn't decide if I should join the debate club. This guy walks into a store and, what? Oh, this kid here. Apparently, the sperm bank has a night deposit slot. I mean, think of it. No, I don't want to think about that. No. Guy walks into a store and approaches a clerk and says, "Hello, I'd like to have some Polish sausage." And the clerk says, "Oh, so are you Polish?" And the guy says, "No. Why? Just because I asked for Polish sausage? I'm supposed to be Polish? What if I ask for a French toast? So I'm French? Or a Belgian waffle? I'm Belgian? A Greek salad? A German bratwurst? I mean, what do you mean? Are you a racist or something?" The clerk says, "No, but this is a hardware store." You know how they say that the birth of your child is the most wonderful moment of your life? And it was for me. And then I went skydiving about 6 months later, and it was way better. When I'm depressed or not feeling particularly good about myself, I tend to eat a lot of junk food. And I hear that's pretty common. A lot of people do the same thing. So way back in university, this girl breaks up with me, and I head directly to the convenience store, load up on the chips and the pop and the chocolate and the ice cream and all kinds of stuff. Bring it up to the counter. The clerk has a quick look at it and looks up and he says, "You must be single." And I said, "Oh, how did you know?" He says, "'Cause you're ugly. Apparently, smoking cannabis can affect your short-term memory." Well, if that's true, what do you suppose smoking cannabis does? Think they'll get that? I mean, it's the short-term memory. So you just said it and then you say it again. I actually don't think that's very fun. I'm halfway to being a stand-up comedian. I can stand up. Now I just have to work on the comedy. The second day of a diet is always the easiest because by the second day, you've already quit. I figure I've got all the money I need. I mean, unless I need to buy something. You've heard people say, accept who you are, which I think is good advice unless you're a serial killer. There's this trend where they're trying to make up new sports. So they'll put two sports together and make a new one. I saw one the other day where you're supposed to run 100 meters and then fish. I don't know if this has happened to you, but the other day I was talking about food to a fella I met at a party, and we're chatting away, and he says, "Yeah, well, I'm actually a vegan." So I says, "Oh, so you only eat vegetables?" And he says, "Well, the odd time I might have some chicken or a piece of fish." So I said to him, "So you're not really a vegan, you're just a fucking liar." Think I should leave that one in? You? I was thinking the other day what a strange gift a lottery ticket is to give or receive. I mean, think of it. You exchange gifts, give your friend or a family a nice hardcover book they were looking for, or a golfing pal that you give a nice box of expensive golf balls, and in return, you get nothing. And of course, if you're the giver of the lottery ticket, I mean, that's exactly what you want. I mean, can you imagine if the lottery ticket cashes in? I mean, that's the last thing you want. That'd be a nightmare. I mean, so think of it. I mean, a week after you've given this gift, you get a call from your buddy and you go, "Hey, hi Garth, how are you?" "Yeah, good. What's that?" "The lottery ticket." Really? $12 million. dollars? Oh, that's just wonderful. Yeah, that's just super. I'm so happy for you. Hey, Garth, can you remind me what you gave me again? I'm trying to. Oh yeah, that mug. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I quite like the mug. I have. I think I had coffee out of it once. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I know it says world's worst golfer on it, and yeah, and of course I got the mug and you got the $12 million. Yeah, that's terrific. Well, look, Garth, I gotta go. I've got some tea brewing in that mug. So yeah, you go have some fun and by the way, don't ever call me again. You. What? Hey, what's that? You mean they turned out the lights? Come on. Yeah, I know. I know we only rented it for half an hour, but you'd think they'd let us finish. I mean, I had a couple more jokes, and yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell them anyway. Let's record them anyway. I was thinking about the abbreviation ID. So for I, you have I, and for D, you have dentification. Okay, here's my last joke. I'm going to put you out of your misery. It's a joke I've been struggling to figure out how to deliver, but here goes. So this couple are out for a game of golf. The gentleman is on his tee box, tees the ball up, big swing, hits a wicked hook, and strikes his wife, who's on the forward tees, right in the head. She drops like a stone, dead. He shows up a little later at the coroner's office, and the coroner says, "So, sir, tell me exactly what happened." And the fellow, who's in much despair, explains the situation, explains the event, hits a terrible shot, strikes his wife in the head, and she falls dead. And the coroner says, "Well, okay, that explains the head trauma." But he says, there was one other very strange thing. There was another golf ball, and it was 6 inches up her rectum. So the fellow thinks for a second. He says, "Oh, well, was it by any chance a Titleist 2?" And the coroner sort of quizzically responds, "Yes, well, but how did you know?" And the fellow says, "Oh, that was my provisional." Anyway, that's it. That's the end of the show. Sorry it had to end in blackness, but COVID's done, the show's done, and let's all go forward and enjoy life as it should be enjoyed. Bye for now. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening.